In this video, we're going to change the air filter, the oil, and also just change the engine oil. Alright, so some of the parts I'm using, so the air filter, this is actually for a Ford or a Mazda, Ford Festiva. I've looked on the internet and it said that's the close match. It's not perfect, but we'll wait and see. Next time I do an order of parts from Japan, I will order a few of the original ones. The oil filter, this is just a replacement for the one that's on there, interchangeable with Z436 or Z445. So that should be the correct one. Don't forget my Subaru Sambar has the oil cooler on, so that might be different to your filter. Okay, so the first thing you'll need to do is just access the top of the engine. And I need to remove this cover plate. Okay, so from there we can get to the air filter. So the air filter is in this piece here. I'll just need to get a screwdriver to loosen up the hose. Alright, it's out. Alright, so let's compare these filters and just see if this one actually is compatible or not. So it's a similar shape. Top, it's very, very close. There's a slight variation in it, but it may not matter. We'll just give it a go anyway and just see what it's like. First thing we want to test is how well the top of it sits into here, because this is what closes down on it. It's not perfect, but it's like it would do the job. Okay, so that bit's not too bad. It just needs to be centered because it's slightly smaller. And then again on here, if you can get it centered correctly, it would be okay. Alright, so I've got it in place there. I've just used a bit of tape just to hold it in the right spot so it stays where I want it to. And then I'll get the cover back on. So as long as it's centered, it'll work. Okay, job done. Alright, so while we're in there, I'll just check the transmission fluid level as well. There's a little dipstick over here somewhere. I'm just going to clean it off a bit, it's very dirty. So the level on it seems okay. One side says cold, one side says hot, and it seems to be in the correct place. Okay, so I've got the vehicle up on jack stands. I just want to remove this wheel so we can get to the oil filter. Alright, so what we need to do now is just get the oil drained. And what we need to do is we can drain the oil, then take off the filter. We'll do that first. We'll just get the drip pan underneath. Alright, so the oil sump is just in there. You can sort of see it there, that piece there sticking out. And there is a bolt over there. We need to undo that bolt and then start draining the oil. Alright, so I've just cracked that loose a bit. It's a 14mm. I'll just get a rag because this usually makes a mess. Alright, we'll just let that drain for a bit and then I'll take out the oil filter. Alright, so let's put this sump plug back in. I've got a copper washer on there and we'll see how that one goes. Okay, so it doesn't need to be super tight, and we will just see how that goes. I'll just wipe it to make sure it's clean. Alright, next I need to take off the oil filter. Okay, so in the drip tray, there's only about 2 litres of oil, a little bit less than 2 litres. So what I need to do now is start refilling. Alright, so we need to start putting some oil back into it now. And the oil I'm using is 10W30, and I'm just checking on the, we only got about 2 litres out of it, but it should be around 3 litres. Around 3 litres should go back into it. So we'll put in 2 litres and then I'll just check what the level is like. This needs a good clean up. Alright, so I recorded some videos on the actual sunroof. I've got all that sorted out now, so I'll just show you them and then we'll finish up. Alright, so what you're looking at here, this is the controller module for the rear sunroof, and this wasn't actually working properly. You would hear the relays clicking, but the actual motor wouldn't power up. What the actual issue was just with the some of the soldering had come undone from all of these pieces here. Nearly all of them were all loose. And on the actual relays, a couple of the pins were loose as well, so they would actually wobble, and then that was causing the issue. So I've repaired that and tested it, so I just need to put it all back together. So if your sunroof isn't working or stops working, it may just be the relays need to be replaced at all, but check all the other components. Okay, so let's just give that a test now. The reason why it's a bit noisy, I'll just show you the actual tubing where the cable actually runs into, so the end pieces here. Having this bit here loose, it does sound a bit better, but it sort of grinds as it pushes the cable through. I have cleaned all the tracks and used silicone lubricant on the wheels. That has improved it a bit, but at least it's working. Alright, let's just try closing it. Okay. Alright, so we're all done here now, so I just need to recheck the oil level once it's run a bit. It's had sort of about 2.5 litres in, maybe a little bit more, but I think that's sort of probably where it needs to be at, around about the 3 litre mark, but I'll just check the oil level again once it's been run for a bit. Okay, so I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching my videos.